Decided to watch Germany with a friend of mine, a friend of yours, you should know who it is. But I'm late. I'm a bit late, so I'm gonna miss the first 10 minutes of the game. That has got one benefit, which is that I can show you the streets are like when Germany are playing. But I tell you what, I still don't see flags in the windows or in the cars or groups of youth watching the game together. There's not a lot of that. Very late. Let's see who's behind this door. There you are. Hello, how are you?
Where are you?
How do
Game's
we do
already
it?
kicked off.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I'm late. Wow, what a place. What a place. Yeah. Look at that. Ah, you got it with piano, of course.
Yeah.
How's the piano going?
It's really good.
I don't think that's what you say. Oh, of course. For you bought the vinyls and the barbecue.
Good for you.
How's it going?
It's going really well.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm
So-
very happy. Germany are good. It's a new experience for me.
Yes.
I've
Yes.
had that since 2016. It's a long
Yes.
time ago.
So let's chat. Somehow. So in Germany,
Again.
like we were in 2006,
Yeah.
it was a different vibe, wasn't it?
It was a
to
different
that
vibe.
to that World Cup. It felt like the whole country. This is what I remember anyway. The whole country wanted to show us what a great country it is, and it changed minds, didn't it? That 2006. It felt that way.
Yeah. Now it's more like, okay, let's just get this over with.
Is it?
No, I don't think so. But I was talking to somebody today, and they said, compared to Russia and Qatar, who obviously made such a big push for showing off how nice they are and etc., Germany, like, I mean, you know us. We don't have to really make such an effort. Also, I think the Euros is different than the World Cup in the sense that you don't have the South Americans, you don't have the Africans, you don't have the Americans who come and then you see them all the time. You have more people who come like just for a day or two, and you don't get that kind of same sense of total 24-hour excitement that we had in a lot of places. You know, also the weather's not as nice. I think that makes a difference. Might be better for the football, but it's just not as outdoor an experience yet.
The weather thing is interesting because I've got the impression that this is going to be the best Euros ever because of the quality of the players able to play in whatever formation without having to be coached. Good coaches that know the strengths of every player and how to put them together. The middle class of teams tend to be very good as well, and the top teams are doing good too. But you've got a theory as well about weather being important in this tournament.
Yeah, I just think it really helps teams who want to press, who want to push. We've seen some unbelievably open games, which going back and forth, and I compare that to even Russia, where it was hot quite a lot, but it was in Qatar was really, really hot. People could hardly move, especially at the afternoon games, and I think it does make a difference. It might still change because I think the weather's going to get hotter now the next couple of days, especially in the south. But so far it's been perfect conditions to play good attacking football. Best Euros ever. It's a big shout, Guillem. I think Euro 2000 for me is probably never going to be topped in terms of the level of football that I saw then.
But just seen a round of games.
Not Germany. I think this Germany team will be better than the one in Euro 2000.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
In fact, it's half time now. You are winning 1-0 with a Germany that's wonderful to watch. Whatever happens is wonderful to watch. You feel confident, proud of the team. What inspires you?
I think it's just nice to see a Germany team that doesn't embarrass itself in the group stage. It's been such a long time. You know, it's a likable team. They have a nice mix. They have the young kids that everyone likes because they play with such enthusiasm. They're just like unspoiled and genuine guys. Then you have the old school guard of Gundogan and Toni Kroos. And then you have sort of the latecomers, people who 6 months ago wouldn't have not have dreamt about playing for Germany, but Mittelstädt, Andrich, Führig, Anton, and it's just a likable, well-balanced team. I think we've had, even in this spell where we had bad results, we've had good players, but we didn't have a team. And I think Nagelsmann made some big decisions, leaving home some big names at home. But now this Germany team are a team again, and that makes a big change, and it's really nice to watch.
Isn't it nice that Gunnar is the captain of the team? And why is it a little bit, I would say, even iconic that he is?
Well, for a couple of reasons. First of all, he's the first player with a migration background to captain Germany, and that I think is quite a big thing, even though maybe to Germany's credit, it hasn't been made into a big thing. So that maybe is already a sign that things, at least in football, because I think outside of football things are not great, but within football maybe still it's a sort of a better world still. But it's also on a more sporting level important because he's always been the odd one out. He's always been the guy who's left out when it's Kimmich and Goretzka midfield, and before that it was Kroos in his position. And you might say that's still the case in the sense with Kroos taking his position, he having to move up, but he does it so well in a number 10 role that I don't think people will mind. But he was the name that most people mentioned when it was talked about that maybe he is under threat of all the starters, which as a captain is problematic, possibly. But I think he's shown enough in the first 1.5 games to suggest that there's not going to be an issue.
Really well in that position as well, in number 10, just linking up with the forwards. One of the talking points of the week before the tournament was that now famous or infamous poll in which 20% of people wanted more white players in Germany. It's a reflection of what, really? You touched on it briefly, but
I think it's a reflection of where things are, unfortunately. We have a resurgence of the far right. They poll around exactly those numbers, around about 20%, which is a lot, especially for a country who for a long time felt that they've learned from its mistakes and have educated people to be a bit more smart and not falling for the easy solutions and for blaming minorities for the problems. But unfortunately, it's all over Europe is the same story. I think recently their support has plateaued and it's gone down a little bit, as I think more people are hopefully beginning to understand what a danger this really is for Germany.
Yeah, let's have faith on the 80%, eh?
Exactly. But yeah, it's sadly a reflection of where we are. And it's a lot of people in Germany, the criticism was directed at the poll rather than the result. And of course, it's when you ask people that question, maybe you're going to get an answer, but you only have to see at the reaction in social media that people who are black or have a Turkish name get when they have a bad game to know that you don't need a poll to know what's going on.
Yeah, it's a fight. It's a daily fight and forever against discrimination. That's what we're living through. Well, what are you up to, by the way? What are you doing here? I mean, you just arrived to Berlin. Where have you been?
I was in Munich. I'm watching all the Austria games. I'm having a good time, seeing old friends. And I'm also finishing a book. First of all, updating the Klopp book.
Okay.
How soon? And
how soon?
When I get it done. I'm also writing the autobiography of Alex Zinchenko. Out in October.
Wow, that must have been fascinating then.
It's fascinating because it's not just football. It's obviously a bigger story.
Yeah.
But it's also football, which is nice because if it was just the heavy stuff, I think it would be tough going. But he's a guy who's been lucky enough to play under Guardiola and Arteta. And just to hear him talk about the stories and the coaching is just amazing.
Do you know one of the interesting parts of writing a book is to see where it all started, what the connection started. So what's your connection with him then?
So I was introduced through David Ornstein to somebody who is he's like an agent. He doesn't do the deals, but he helps them a lot. And we got talking, and we thought it's a great idea. And obviously, Alex, like a lot of the Ukrainians, has decided that he needs to use his platform to bang the drum and keep putting that message, because unfortunately we're all in Europe, we can get a little bit tired and blasé, and it's just another news item and another 3 people died and it's background noise. but for those people, it's survival. And actually, if you think about it, for a lot of Europe, it's really the first stage towards a bigger problem if Ukraine fails. So it's a message well worth amplifying.
So you're just not writing a book, you're keeping the fight up. You are. And you're one of the great storytellers of our generation. You've not been seen at the Athletic. You are. It's true. There's a bunch of us.
In this case, I'm only telling the story, so
you.
it's easy.
Yeah, but so what happened? You're not in the Athletic anymore?
No, I stopped writing for the Athletic because of our project. And there was a bit of a clash. But I left on the greatest of terms. They've been super understanding for all the stuff that I've been doing. And they will forever be friends. And I think what the Athletic did was, and continues to do, is to give everyone the freedom really to produce the best journalism they ever have done. And I'm just immensely grateful that I had the chance to be part of that.
Brilliant. Let's watch the second half. Look, that's the face of somebody who's just thinking, next time doesn't matter. It's like that.
Well, I think we want to win to play against the third team rather than the second team from...
Yeah. From which group?
From England's group. But we will finish first.
So happy days. Good performance.
In recent years, in the good years that we had, the second game has always been really difficult for some strange reason. We lost in 2010, we really struggled in 2014, we lost in 2008, really struggled in 2006. So today was really nice controlled performance so far.
And where are we going now?
Going now to a nice Turkish place in Prenzlauer Berg, Töchter Osmans, apparently very good.
And I'm leaving all my gear here. We're going for dinner and a drink. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.